Hey, welcome back everybody. It's Shino, and we're back in the Rusty Gears server. Now there's been a little bit of an incident here. We ended up having a fire burn down the entire building. So you're gonna see it looks a little different than what it used to. Kendi and Andy really got after it. Bad thing was it happened on April Fool's Day, on April 1st. And when Kendi announced it, I thought maybe she was pulling an April Fool's prank on me. But it wasn't. Ended up being a real disaster. And I know she felt really bad about it. I told her, I said, it's just pixels. Don't worry about it. We lost quite a bit of stuff, but she worked very hard to kind of get everything back to the way it was. So kudos to her. I really do appreciate it. So we're going to be kind of doing a little bit of helping to kind of rebuild some stuff. I think it might be a good idea. I know one of the things that I've been wanting to work on that we talked about was kind of putting in like a little industrialized area. And so I started kind of mapping this area out. It's going to come up over here. We're going to put ourselves in a little building here. I started laying it out, and I had to do that because this is a temporarily unstable area here. If I move up on top of this hill, you can see my wheel starts turning. So I don't like that. So definitely going to have to move it down here just a little bit more. And I'm going to kind of move it right up along the edge of what she has here with this wall. And we're going to try to go along with the same theme with the sandstone and the light mud bricks. You can see we've got two block step in there. I'm going to do 2-step block in there too. So let me get some things kind of gathered up here. And then I'll be back and we'll kind of start putting a little bit of foundation to this. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, so there's going to be a couple of things that we're going to need to work on. One, our bees are gone. So we're definitely going to need to get some beehives going over here again. So that's one thing I need to work on. Two, I did make a trash can. I don't know if you've seen this, and I don't know what mod it's from, but these are really handy. If you have stuff that you just want to get rid of, you don't want to store it, you can put it in there. So some of the stuff that we had from the dummies that Per had made, now that the Halloween, or the Halloween, now that the April Fool's prank is over, we don't need to keep those anymore. So I kind of threw those into there. Looks like we've got much of this redone. I don't think we lost a whole lot. Looks like we may have, well, no, molds have been moved over here, so that's kind of good. Anyways, so it looks like, you know, we need to get some more of we need to get some skips made and done. So a couple little projects to work on. So I think I've got a knife with me. I do. Oh, and one of the other things is I did go over to the community center and grabbed a bed. We had 3 beds up here. They're all gone now. So thought, well, we better have at least 1 bed up here. So there we go. We got a bed. All right. See, we're starting to build back up. Starting to build back. What else do we need to do over here? It looks like our trees, we may have lost some from our orchard. I've got some olive trees that I can bring in. Press some breadfruit trees. I can bring those. We've got olives going. That's good. Orange. I think that's an orange tree up there too. And we got a couple of apple trees, but I don't think they're ever going to do anything here. I think it's too warm here for apples. But our pomegranates are doing good. Mangoes are doing good. And one more thing I want to show. We had been talking as a group about why we were having so much trouble with our cellar. And of course, I just got done doing a video on cellars. So we were, I'd mentioned, I said, hey, I think the wood may be causing some problems with it. We had a lot of wood in here. So we changed it out and look, see, now we're down to 0.27 on our rot rate. So yeah, our vegetables are lasting a lot longer than what they were. So we're going to start being able to build up some food in here. Hello, boy. We're going to be able to start building up some food in here, which is going to be really good. Because that's one of the things that all 3 of us have been talking about, just not having enough food to last. So let's see here. I know one of the things I'm going to do is get rid of a lot of these animals that are running around here And I probably need to go over and check on our animals too. I know the last time I was on really doing anything over here, we were close to having probably Gen 2. I had a little lamb that was running around over there, or a kid, I guess, since they're goats. So probably ought to run over there real quick and see what their status is as well. While we're out and about. Oh, hello, Rift. Let's see what we got here. So there's a Gen 2. Gen 2. That one's a nothing. That one's a Gen 1. There's a Gen 2 Ram. Awesome. Okay. So we probably need to get rid of everything that is not Gen 2. Whoa, they haven't got me. So Gen 1, that's a nothing. Gen 1, that's a nothing. Gen 2, we'll leave that one. Gen 2. Okay, so did a little bit of purging down there, not too much. I did get rid of several of the goats. So we've got one Gen 2 Ram, and did I get all the Gen 1s and Gen 0s out of here? Let's just double check. Because I want the next Ram that we get, the next one to get pregnant, I want it to be a Gen 3. That's what we definitely need to have. So let's see. That's a Gen 1. That's a Gen 2. So this one right here needs to go away. See where she goes to. There we go. Definitely want to get rid of those. And then also I had a Gen 0 bull that was on the other side, and I had a Gen 1 bull, so I got rid of the Gen 0 bull. So we should be in a better spot now. Gen 2. That's a Gen 1 also. I'm going to leave that one in there. We should be able to get something out of that, right? And do I have any hay left over? No. Okay. So we should have a Gen 2 bull here, or a Gen 1 bull, Gen 1 cows. So, oh, I didn't harvest this guy. There we go. Okay. So, yep, I need to get over here and feed them. So put that on my to-do list for today. See if we can get all that done. All right, let's get back over here. That is a good chunk of meat. 64 plus 17. That's pretty good. There are a lot of pigs running around here. I want to save a few pigs, but need to get rid of a bunch of them. So that'll definitely be something we're working on. I'm thinking, as I'm looking at this, we're going to need... Let's figure out some spacing on this. Do I have anything I can use? Yeah, let's use this. Oh, and I got some glacier ice too. So we can actually extend that just even a little bit more down in our cellar. Okay, so I'm thinking that we're going to put an entrance, I think like right here is where the entrance is going to go. About like that right there. This will end up being a wall. It comes along this way. So I'll put you in like right there, which means probably want to move the entrance over one then, huh? That. And I haven't decided if I'm going to do, you know, a single door entrance or, you know what, I'm going to decide that right now. I'm going to decide that right now. We're going to do a single door entrance on it. So it'll be like right there. So that way on the inside we've got 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. And then on this side we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So there's that. Wall's going to be along this side. Okay, we're going to end up putting the... Is there a center on this? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's center. Okay. So we're definitely going to want to have the anvil and everything's going to come out. So that's probably going to be where the helve hammer is going to be at, right? Put it right about that spot. And then I want to put in a 3 helve hammer system. So we'll have, and it's 2 over. Boom, 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 boom. All that'll be set up like that. So that's where the helve hammer will go. And then we'll have the rest of the space over here for whatnots. And then for the, this is what we've been using for the charcoal pit. And I think that's going to work. I may just move that over. Oh, hello, Shino. Or Kurazar. Only 1 more to go. So we'll just continue to use that, but I think I'm going to move this, you know, down just a little bit. If you've seen them before, I usually put them like into the ground and put like a little shelter over the top of it. I think I may do that. So, all right. Yeah, let me take care of some of this meat. I know one of the things that we should probably do. Is there a... No, we need to make a sigh. Okay. I think I may... Let's do a little bit of... Let me drop this stuff off. Get that out of the way for just a moment. And I want to get off of my chest. I've got a... I think I've got a... Yes, I do. Do I have a sigh in here? I do? Perfect. All right. So let's start gathering up a little bit of grass. I got to feed the animals, but at the same time, I need the grass for the glacial ice. So let me work on this, and I'll be back. All right, let's get the glacial ice done. I think this is from Medieval Expansion Pack that allows you to do this. There you go, 16. I'm not going to make them both all at once here. I'm just going to do just as for demonstration. Now these don't last forever, so they will run down. I'm going to, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those right there. And I'm going to just take one of these for right now. And I'm going to put it in right there. And I don't see it having much of an effect. I've got a croc on me. I did want to see one thing. So right now the croc is 19.1 days. Okay, now it's starting to put off an effect now. So if I put that on there, it's good for 141 days now. Oh, there you go. See, it just went from 0.27 times. It's now down to 0.14. So everything that's in here now that, you know, was it's all going to be expanded and be able to save it. So really like those. I don't think they will wear out in the vessel there, so we can take and swap them out. And we're going to try one thing. I don't know if the stacks or not as far as the effect goes. So we've got 2 there now. I think maybe just the amount of time that it will last will be a little bit longer, but I don't think it actually causes any additional effect. But you can see, grain basically is not gonna rot at all. It's gonna last for a while now. So fantastic, love it. That's gonna help us out. Speaking of, we have one more thing that we need to do. And yeah, there it is. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. And boom. I'm going to bring some more over. But I want to go get some salt. And Zyshia said, hey, you can have some salt. I've got some. Just go grab it, and she wanted some fire brick clay for it, so I told her I'm going to bring her some fire brick clay. So let's grab a chest and a sign. And we'll grab a piece of charcoal. Or got some chalk stone, don't we? I think I saw some. Yes, there we go. All right with that. Okay. I'm going to put this other piece of glass in there. I'm going to put that in there as well. Those. And I've got some fat. Put that in there for now as well. And I need to cook up this meat. What's up there? Give me some firewood. Okay. Let's go over here to Zyshia's place. Hopefully we don't run into anything too bad out here. Oh, he scared me off into the water there. All right, so she said it's down in her cellar. She said that she had quite a bit, if I could find it. There's a chest here. Did she leave it here for me? No, that's not for me. So here's a chest over here. Nope, not for me. Okay, let's go down. Hopefully she didn't have any... Oh, gosh. I might need that sword. Not there. There it is right there. Halite. Okay, so we're going to put the chest down right here. And we'll put the sign on it. For the daylight. Gino. I didn't want quite that much. There we go. All right. Let's head back over. And, oh, how do I get out of here? This way? All right, let's head back over. Or if she's been here yet. Okay. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. So we're getting a little bit of cooking done here. And I also have the raw red meat going. So to do that, you got to take the halite, you grind it up in the grindstone. You get 2 pieces of salt for every piece of halite stone that goes in there. And you got to do 2 pieces of halite per 1 red meat. Now, this thing can hold, I think it's 64 is what you can do as far as the most amount of salt that you can do. So with that being said, the most red meat I think you can do is only 32. But anyways, it's going to take 20 days for that to completely cure. But the nice thing is that red meat that's in there right now is not going to rot. So it's going to last 20 days plus, which is going to be, which that's going to be absolutely great. Also, I have put in 2 more, been able to create 2 more pots of meat. 1 hefty red meat stew, 2 hefty red meat stews, and look at that, 2.3 years. 2.3 years. That's great. So this, even though the fire was devastating, getting our cellar worked out in such a way that we can actually store up food and have it last is going to make things so much better for us. So I'm going to continue to keep cooking some more meat here. And then we'll come back and see what else we can get done. Okay. All right. Be back. All right. So one of the things that we're going to have to do, if I'm going to work on building this, I'm going to have to gather up some more resources. One, I'm going to need sandstone. And we're going to need to get, I've got a bunch more clay back over here for the mud brick. So I think that's probably what I ought to do, is go ahead and head back over to my other spot. Where the dome's going to be at, and I need to do some work over there anyways, so I think that's what I'm going to do between episodes now, is really work on gathering up the stuff I need for building in both locations. So I know I need to build, I'm going to have to go gather some more glass. We've lost most of the quartz that I had saved up was still stored over here on the TL side, so that's kind of bad, but that's okay. I kept telling Kendi, it's just pixels. This is a very large game, and there's a lot of resources that can be had. So all we got to do is just go back out and just get them again. So I think that's what we're going to start working on. So I'm going to head over to the other location. I'm going to say farewell to you in this episode. Thanks for spending time with me. This is Shino, and we'll see you in the next episode. All right, take care.